American city, Los Angeles has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens and criminals.
And they were taking that concrete, going up on bridges and dropping it into the roof of a car.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So, the LA riots are still going on and Governor Gavin Newsom is having a bad year.
And handing these big chunks of concrete to people. And they were taking that concrete, going up on bridges and dropping it into the roof of a car. They were throwing it at our police. They were throwing it at our soldiers that are there. And we got it stopped, and we have them in custody right now. Look, if we didn't get involved, right now, Los Angeles would be burning, just like it was burning a number of months ago with all the houses that were lost. Los Angeles right now would be on fire, and we have it in great shape. I'm not playing around.
How will you determine?
If it wasn't for the LA fires, now it is Donald Trump's ICE deportation in Los Angeles. But despite him being that it was not being him who was responsible for the deployment of the National Guard and the Marines, he feel that like President Donald Trump overstepped his authority by not consulting with him and Mayor Buzz. But let's look at this. Let's look at this tweet, this Truth Social from Donald Trump.
A once great American city, Los Angeles has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens and criminals. Now violent insurrectionist mobs are swarming and attacking our federal agents to try and stop our deportation operations. But these lawless riots only strengthen our resolve. I am directing Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and Attorney General Pam Bondi, in coordination with all other relevant departments and agencies, to take all such action necessary to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion and put an end to these migrant riots. Order will be restored, the illegals will be expelled, and Los Angeles will be set free. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So yeah, as you hear from the Truth Social, but it seems like the only person who's getting backlash at the moment is Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker to which is known to have been earning $175,000 per year. I don't know where do they get that. 125? No, that must be a mistake. Isn't it $175? 175? Isn't it $175,000 per month?
And it's right in front of your face, like the Nancy Pelosi situation. She's never made more than $175,000 a year. She's worth $100 and something million.
How does that happen? It's like
corruption.
It's corruption.
It only happens through corruption, and it's transparent legal corruption. It's very strange.
And it's
Where does she get the money to be 100 million? We don't know. Maybe she has a lot of properties. So she's had scrutiny of her that when the president was under arrest, that she requested the deployment of the National Guard and the Marine, but President Donald Trump said no.
in a bipartisan way on January 6th with violence against the Constitution, against the Congress, and against the United States Capitol, we begged the President of the United States to send in the National Guard. He would not do it. Not only would he not do it, when law enforcement people were being harmed, some later died, he would not send it in when an instigation that an insurrection that he incited was causing damage to those assigned to protect the Capitol and the Constitution that day, to accept the results of the Electoral College.
But it seems like other people say that documents prove that Trump requested the National Guard on Jan 6. The Pentagon delayed Trump's request, and then Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, their administration, Nancy Pelosi, and the Gen 6 community hid the evidence and lied about it. So I don't know about this, but there has been scrutiny that why does President Donald Trump request for the Marine on the LA riots rather than in DC for when it was the Gen 6. But despite that, guys, yeah. But one thing that I need to know, is it a normal thing whereby Nancy Pelosi, wherever she go, they have to record her? Because it seems like she was recorded by her daughter.
We have responsibility, Terry. We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff that should we call the Capitol Police? I mean the National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
They thought that they had sufficient resources.
That is not a question of how they had been. They don't know. They clearly didn't know, and I take responsibility for not having them just prepare for more.
Wherever she go, is it a normal thing that when you're a politician like Trump, Trump, like wherever he goes, like there has to be a camera. Even when he is in Space Force One, he has to be recorded because he's the main man. But Nancy Pelosi, I never thought that every conversation she has here with her daughter, it has to be documented. Yes, but yeah, she has been getting a lot of scrutiny lately because of her requesting the National Guard for Gen 6. And I remember there was no National Guard at that day. The only time when I only saw police. When you look from the television set, I only saw the police. But despite that, guys, yes, I don't have much opinion on this. I'm just giving you information on what's happening in terms of these stuff. But thank you for watching my channel, guys. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.